Hello, 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 everybody! Oh my goodness. I forgot to get the cookbook. Give me 2 seconds. If anybody comes by, tell them I'm just getting the cookbook, okay? Whew! I'm back. But I don't like the way the lights look. It always does that crazy thing where, like, from about here down, it's crazy light. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, who else here? Let's have a little roll call. Ariana, Purple Guy, Lisa, Fire, Greatest of All Time, Veronica. Oh my gosh, a whole fuck ton of you. I can't even say all your names. They're going by so fast. Oh my goodness sakes, there's so many of you. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, this is fun, right? This is a fun way to spend a Friday night. Oh, my hair. It's not behaving like I like tonight, but anyway. Wow. So, I'm back from vacation, and oh my goodness, we had such a great time. I actually had 2 vacations almost back to back, with a little conference squeezed in the middle. 55 on Facebook? Wow. How many on YouTube, you guys? I always have to look down at my computer to see the numbers because right now Mobcam doesn't show me everything I need on my Android phone. It's a little bit iPhone, you know, it's flirting with the iPhone and not paying good enough attention to the Android. So I'm thinking some jealousy is going on there with the Android system. Wow. Oh, Gerald is on it with the, and Shelly on it with the numbers on Facebook. Wow, people are busy, hanging out with me without a lot of other things to do on a Friday night. My wildest Friday night, you know, I've never been the wild type. Oh, I've got the wrong glasses on too. Let me get these on so there's no glare. There we go, that's better. I've never been super crazy with the wild things. I just never have. It's not that I'm a prude or anything. I've never been wild. There's no reason to. Wow, Brandon, hi, how you doing? 103, 100, 108. Oh my gosh, they come and they go so fast. Well, you know, it's not for everybody. So, wow, how the heck are all of you? I was just saying that my darling man and I had 2 vacations almost back to back. First, we spent 9 days in Maui, and that was a combination of gifts from a lot of different friends because he had been very, very ill, and he recovered and was finally feeling well enough to go on a vacation. And Maui has kind of always been his favorite place to go. He never traveled much like I did. We met late in life. We've been together about 6 years. Oh my gosh! Fire just sent me a super chat on the YouTube. Thank you so much. Anyway, let me get back to my story, okay? I love to acknowledge those things, but I have to get back to my story. So we did 9 days in Maui, and it was very relaxing. And you know, when someone really close to you goes through a major illness or a major health scare, it takes a lot out of you in a different way than it takes a lot out of the person who's ill. You know, first of all, you're scared fucking shitless, and second of all, you hurt and you can't do anything for them when they hurt worse than you do. Your heart hurts and their body hurts, and there's nothing you can do except be there. And sometimes that's just the most important thing, is to be there and to not rile anything up. You know, you just don't stir shit. There's no need for that. So, it started just about 2 years ago last month. And then came to a head in September, which is about, 19 months ago, and then it was a 6 months of really grueling procedures and all that stuff, and then at least a year and a half, year and a quarter of recovery. And he's just now feeling good enough. And I kind of knew he was getting there because he'd started being funny again. And one of the things I fell in love with about him in the first place was that he was funny. He's a very kind joke cracker, and he's not a prankster. He's not a mean person. You know, I couldn't hang out with somebody like that. So, looks like we got a troll. Oh well, don't feed them, okay? Don't feed them, all right? You know, there's a lot of things that I like to do personally for people, but in terms of, you know, I have 1 million fans, and if every one of you sent me a request, I would never get anything else done. So try to be super respectful when you ask me to do something just for you. Okay, if there's something I can do for the greater community, that's awesome. Let's get back to my story, okay? So we had the 9 days in Maui, and it was really, really healing. You know, you can't go more than 50 or 55 miles an hour anywhere over there. Most roads are in the 30 to 35 miles an hour. So the pace was slow. The weather was perfect. The food was delicious. The people were lovely. We had the gift of a friend's studio condo, so we were able to just hang out and make our own breakfast and get a slow start every day. And just really kind of take that weight off us, you know? Yeah, and just spend time together. No doctor's appointments, no checkups, no me doing any YouTube stuff. I had to do 3 or 4 cameos, and I tried to go live one time, but other than that, I didn't work for 9 days. So that was kind of cool. And then I was home got home on a Friday, and on Sunday, I drove out to the Palm Springs area because there was a conference of people who do what I do. You know, the twins were there. Lily Hevish, my domino friend, was there. Her channel is Hevish 5, Hevesh 5. She was just on the Today Show, Wednesday. She's a dynamo. She's 20 or 21 years old, and she is an absolute dynamo at dominoes. And she's a sweet young friend. Turns out she's as much a fan of me as I am of her. So it's kind of cool. It's like I have another grandkid. I have so many wonderful grandkids. I have all of you. I have the twins. I have Lily. I have a whole bunch of people. So then let's see. So that was Sunday through Thursday, I think. And then we're coming up on Memorial Day weekend. And on the Monday of Memorial Day weekend, we left our home near Los Angeles, and we took all back roads to get to the Grand Canyon. A bucket list trip for me. I was bound and determined to make a trip to the Grand Canyon before I turned 75 in July. I know, it's like right around the corner. What's today, the 7th? So my birthday's like 6 weeks from now, something like that. Whoa, 75. Who'd have thunk, right? And I'm telling you what. So the first trip to Maui was, we flew and then we drove everywhere we went. Then we had a few days off, apart from one another. And then we got back together to do this driving trip to the Grand Canyon, all on the back roads, all on blue highways. If you're old enough, you might remember that book, Blue Highways by William Least Heat Moon. And it's about savoring the back roads and getting off the beaten path and paying attention to all the small towns and all the cool things and wonderful people that you meet on the roads that aren't 90 miles an hour or 85 miles an hour. So we did that, and oh my word, you guys and gals, the Grand Canyon, if you don't think you'll ever have the opportunity to go, then try to find some videos on YouTube or on a travel channel or something like that that will try to give you some sense of how huge it is, how beautiful it is, how awe-inspiring it is. We did all of this driving, of course, in the spring, so there were flowers. The cacti were flowering. The small shrubs were flowering, all colors of white and pink and bright red, and different succulents were in flower. And then the trees were all in a whole different other shades of green, so many different shades of green. It was like looking through a kaleidoscope. You know, you remember those things you had as a kid? A kaleidoscope where the colors would change? It was just beyond magnificent. And then the plan was that we were going to take the train to the Grand Canyon. It leaves right there from the town of Williams, which is kind of right along I-40 in northern Arizona. And we did. We had front row seats in the first car that had an observation dome. So there were two cars and the engines ahead of us, but we were the first car that had an observation dome, so we could see, you know, at what was that be? 180 degrees. We could see from like 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, right out the front windows of this observation car, the dome. It was magnificent. It was just glorious. So we get to the Grand Canyon, and of course, when you're out there like that, and the terrain is pretty flat, and you can see for miles, hundreds of miles probably, we could see these black clouds coming. Seriously, black clouds. And I'm like, oh my goodness sakes. Whew. And, you know, all of you who are typing instead of listening to me, will you just chill? Just chill. I'm not looking at your comments. I'm telling you about my vacation. If you don't want to hear that, keep typing, but I'm not looking at your comments. I can see them scroll by down on my computer, but I'm not looking at them. I'm telling you something that I would love you to listen to. The beauty of our country, the beauty of the entire world for that matter. So where was I? Yes, the big black cloud is coming. Holy malolies. And like I told you, we're in the observation car, and all of a sudden we see raindrops. And they're probably, when they splat on the window, they're probably as big around as a half a dollar. Any of you remember 50-cent pieces? Bigger than a quarter, yeah, double the size of a Susan B. Anthony coin. Huge, huge rain splot, splat, 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 splat. And the cloud is getting closer, and the drops are getting closer together. And so we were a bunch of people who were going to get on a tour bus. And the last of us got on the tour bus when all of a sudden the sky opened up with hail. Huge hail, about the size of macadamia nuts. Or cashews, maybe, if you've never seen macadamia nuts, about the size of cashews. And just banging on the roof of the bus. It just was like being inside a tin can and someone dropping ice cubes on it constantly. And that lasted for about 14, 15, 16 minutes, something like that. And I look out and the ground is covered. It's white. It's white. There were about 3 inches of hail, 3 inches of hail that accumulated on the ground. But those bus drivers, man, they're used to just about any weather there is. And so we navigated through that. And on the bus tour, they tell you all kinds of facts. And you get off at 2 or 3 different places, vistas where you can see across the canyon to the north rim. And the sun cooperated finally. That big old storm cloud left. And now it's gorgeous cerulean blue sky with puffy white clouds that every now and then would go over and give you a little burst of shade. Then the sun would come out again, a little more shade, and the sun would come out again as the clouds got between the sun and you. So it was just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, let's see. I missed a what do you call it? I missed a $5 super chat from Chad on YouTube. I better scroll these things, because I don't like to miss those. But I'm not reading your comments because I'm still telling you about my vacation. So, that was the first day. Oh, we got there the night before we were supposed to ride the train. And the whole reason that I planned the trip for that particular weekend was that I knew some of our musician friends were just going to be starting a summer-long residency at a restaurant there in Williams. This is the 5th time that they've done this. They had 2 years off, and before that they did it for 4 years in a row, where they go up there and every day they play music, either in the afternoon or the evening, for the entertainment of the tourists who are staying overnight or the local people who are just looking for entertainment. And they're our friends. So I thought, well, why wouldn't I go to the Grand Canyon and plan the trip while they were there, so we could visit with them. And of course, my side thought was, now that my darling man was feeling better, maybe he would even sit in and play music with them. Maybe he would even sing a song. So we visited with them the first night. Then we got ready. We went to bed early and got ready to go on the train the next day. When we got back from the train, we learned that another one of our musician friends who was traveling west after having been on tour was stopping in Williams. So there were going to be 4 of them. My darling man and our other friend and our 2 friends, the married couple. So I'm telling you what, it was a giant, wonderful, almost a reunion. And then when we drove home through a different route. We went to Sedona. Oh my word. Talk about gorgeous. Talk about Mother Nature's art. Whew. Amazing. And then we went to Jerome, which was an old copper mining town. It's literally built into the side of the hill. They terraced the hill. You know, a road goes this way, around a corner, and then up another way, and around a corner, and up another way. And we did that. If you've only just come in, what I've been doing is telling people about the 2 vacations that my darling man and I had almost back to back, separated with a week when I went out to a conference in Palm Springs. So that's really about all you've missed. Oh, and hey, some other amazing news before I start looking at your comments. I haven't been paying attention to comments, and I imagine there are some people who are pissed off at that, but, you know, just hold your panties. Let me have the platform for a little bit, okay? This isn't all about you, and it isn't all about me. It's about all of us together. So let me tell you my spiel, and then I'll look at your comments. So just hang tight. And if you're one of the trolls, trust me, I have a moderator on Facebook, and he'll nuke your ass right fast. On YouTube, I'll nuke you later after I look at the comments. Trust me on that one. So, let's see. Trying to think, what else? Eating. Holy McFucknuts! Eating. One of the best things about eating is using Yelp or TripAdvisor and reading the reviews that some people write. Some people are super good writers, and they sort of give you the flavor of the place before you ever show up, and that's how you decide where you're going to eat that night. At one point, we stayed in Prescott, Arizona, and we learned that town closes up the sidewalks pretty danged early. Most every restaurant is done by 8 or 8:30. We did find one place that was open until 2 in the morning, but it turns out that they closed the kitchen at 9 o'clock. So what's up with that? You know, they close the kitchen for food at 9 o'clock, but you can still drink till 2 a.m., and you're drinking on an empty stomach? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me for liability laws. But anyway, we had some absolutely amazing meals everywhere we went. At one point, my darling man had a piece of pie. I swear to you, it was this tall. It was like from my chin to the top of my nose. It was that tall. And it wasn't all whipped cream either. It was like a chocolate base and then a banana cream on top of that. Well, first there was a chocolate cookie crust, then a chocolate pudding base, then a banana cream base, and then coconut in between the two layers, and then whipped cream and coconut on that. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm not crazy about coconut, but he loves it, and so that was his thing. And I had a piece of blueberry pie. That is clearly one of my favorite pieces of blueberry pie ever. It's as close to my grandma's blueberry pie as I've ever eaten. And my mom made pretty good pie too. I can't make pie for shit. I really can't. I can bake cakes and cookies and brownies and things like that. But pie crust and I just really don't get along. I can make a cookie crust, either graham cracker cookie crust or an Oreo cookie crust. But I can't make dough pie crust to save my soul. It comes out like shoe leather. I mean, that shit needs to be thrown in the fucking trash can fast. It's horrible. Oh my gosh. You know what I forgot? Oh, and I don't even have my piece of paper with me. Well, it's early in June and I don't even know who's on. Oh, crap. Maybe I can look it up here. I've got my computer. Maybe I can look it up here. Let's see. Let me click here. Patrons. Relationship Manager. Patreon is a place where you can, where you can support me with a monthly monetary pledge. And let's see, active members, active patrons at the co-producer level. And there you go. Okay, so here's, that was fast. I don't need my list. These are the people who are my current month of June patrons on Patreon. Whoops, I need to take that plug out. Don't need to overcharge my phone. So we have AJ Calabria, Cal Herrington, Chad Hornbuckle, Laurel Riley, Mike O'Brien, Rich Macy, Spray Paint, and I forgot what his name is, Tara Parsons, and Vanessa and Sandy Valls. Let's see if I can click into Spray Paint and find out who that is. Oh, it's Darline Aubrey. Yeah, Darline Aubrey. So she's new this month. This is her second month, actually. So all of these people, in addition to getting their name shouted out in a video like this, I try to do it every quarter hour, but this time I only made it in the second quarter hour. I'll do it 2 more times before we finish. They also get their name shouted out in every video that I record. So, let's see. That's my Patreon thing. Oh, tomorrow, let's see. What time am I going to do that? I forgot. Let me look at my calendar here. Oh, somebody just did sign up for Patreon for next month. That will take effect next month. The only way to make it take effect this month is if you send me a separate PayPal. So send me a note if that's what you want to do for the month of June, because those charges have already gone through for the month of June. That's Patrick. So what was I going to look at? My calendar. Let's see. So tomorrow at 12 noon Pacific time, I'm going to have a Chatalyze session. That's a new app that I found where we actually get to have a conversation with each other. It's kind of like a Skype call, but not a Skype call. It's through an app called Chatalyze. And Brandon will put up a link to that pretty soon. He's very good at that. He'll also put up a link to my amazing cookbook, because I wanted to say thank you to everybody who has taken the time to write a review. I actually went over the 100 mark for 5-star reviews. Yep. Well, 100 positive reviews, 99 5-star reviews. One person gave it 4 stars. One person gave it 3 stars. And one person who just doesn't get it, and apparently from the looks of their account doesn't get anything, they gave it 1 star. So there you go. There's Brandon. There's Brandon with the links. Brandon is a really special fan. He's been loyal to me for, I want to say a couple of years, maybe 3. And he's particularly loyal in the live streams, and he helps me moderate. So, oh my word, all of these, what's interesting is, we don't usually get trolls on YouTube, but they must not have anything better to do on Friday night. So I would ask all of you who are not trolls, please don't engage them. That's all they want is attention. All right? So don't do it. Don't scold them. Don't answer them. Don't do any of that, okay? Because they're just being assholes. And we don't need that. Hey, Kate is in here. Oh my gosh. Kate is one of my real life friends. My gosh, I think we've been friends for over 20, let's see. Her kids are, I think they're 11 and 9. I lose track. I have so many sweet friends. But I think we've been friends almost 20 years. At least 15, for sure. So, Chad, you're right. I do need a YouTube moderator, and I still haven't figured out how to get one of those. And thank you again for another super chat. Those are very, very generous when you guys do that. So, let's see. I think I've covered everything. The Maui vacation, the conference with other YouTubers, the Grand Canyon trip, Chatalyze tomorrow at noon. If you have not downloaded the Chatalyze app on your phone, it's Android and it's iPhone, you got to do that. 1997, that's 12 years. Yeah. Yeah, that's a long time, huh? Yeah, wow. Friendships like that, all kidding aside, all swearing aside, friendships like that are the gold in your life. Those are the jewels that make up the crown of your life. They really are. I wonder if I can do something, you guys. Hang on a second for me, okay? Let's see here. Give me a minute here, guys. I'm on troll patrol. Let's see, who else? Here's another one. Troll patrol. I love it. Troll patrol. You know what I think is funny? I think there's almost there's almost a troll posse, and they all find each other and they go, hey, let's go fuck with this person, you know? So that's what I'm doing. We don't need this. We just don't need this. So they can type all they want, but it's not going to show. Sorry to sorry, I'm only sorry for taking so much time from talking to you guys, but I think I've done a pretty good job of Troll Patrol for now. I also have a thing on the YouTube part of it that you can't keep typing the same thing over and over and over, and you can't keep typing to drown out everybody else's messages. Yeah, so there. I think I got that squared away. Let's see, where are we now? We're at 31 minutes. Yeah, if I get over here, I can see the timer up top. Right up there is a timer. 31 minutes. So let's go back to the chat here. Oh, Lisa asked a very good question. Can I explain more about Chatalyze? Well, Chatalyze is an app that you put on your phone, and what happens is you and I have a conversation. It works better if you do your phone, if you hold your phone in, what do you call it? Horizontal orientation. It will work in vertical, but I think it looks better in horizontal because I do the chats in horizontal. And you go to the Chatalyze app and you sign in, and then as soon as, and you follow me, and there's a link. Brandon's been putting up the links. So, and he'll do it again. So just hang tight, So what happens is you go into the app when you find out that I have a session planned, and you sign up for one of the time slots. It's $2 a minute, so a 5-minute call with me, where it's just you and me talking together, would be $10. Okay, and tomorrow I'm going to do 5-minute calls with people. I've done 2-minute ones in the past, and I've done 1-minute ones in the past. I also do private ones where they're just for my Patreon fans, and those are free. It's a free perk for being a Patreon fan. There's Brandon with the links. See, there he goes. Brandon is on it. Let's have some hand claps for Brandon. Brandon is proud to tell you that he is autistic, but he is also extraordinarily smart and very good-hearted, and he listens well, and he puts up all the links that I need, and he moderates the trolls. He's very helpful in the chat on Facebook. So that's how it works. So you sign up for a session, and then you open the app and you stay ready. And when it's your turn, well, first you'll get a notice, an email notice that it's almost going to be your turn. And so then you have the app open, and the timer then opens to me, and I say hello, and we can see each other. Now I see you in a little window, and you see me in a little window. I think that's how it goes. No, I see you in a big window, and we see each other. The other person we're talking to is in the big window, and we are in the small window. And then at 10 seconds, and there's a little countdown that happens in the top. At 10 seconds, the program takes a selfie, and then it emails that to you. So that's what you get to keep. And it's like we had a meet and greet at a concert or something, or an event. Maybe you came to somewhere I was signing books and we actually had a conversation one-on-one. And the cool thing about this is that nobody is overhearing us. Nobody else is looking on. It's just you and me having a conversation. And as long as you're pleasant, I'm going to stay on the phone with you for the duration of the 5 minutes. So it's $2 a minute. It's $10 if you want a 5-minute conversation. Pretty cool. It's cheaper than going to a concert, right? So the thing to do is to download Chatalyze, and if you don't have the money right now, then there'll be more. I'll be doing these more regularly. This is the first one I've done for people who are not part of my Patreon. Amanda's got to go to work. So let's say good night, Amanda. Good night. So we're in the third quarter of this hour. So let me shout out my Patreon grandkids again, all right? AJ Calabria, Cal Herrington, and he and I play Words with Friends. That's another perk at the $20 level. This time, we've got 3 or 4 games open right now, I think, and he's a very tough opponent. Sometimes I beat the crap out of him. Other times, he comes very close to beating me, and I think in one of the games we have open right now, he's very likely to beat me. Chad Hornbuckle and I are also playing Words with Friends. Laurel Riley is a Patreon grandkid. Mike O'Brien is one. Rich and I play Words with Friends as well. I generally beat the crap out of him, that's for sure. Let's see, what's this other person's name? I forget. Oh, dear. Oh, Darline. Darline and I haven't played yet. I should get a hold of her and do that. And Tara Parsons is another Patreon co-producer. And Vanessa and Sandy Valls. So it's a really fun group of people. We have a lot of fun. The cookbook. I wanted to tell you how grateful I am for all of the reviews. I've been trying to get to the 100 mark of positive reviews, because that's kind of a benchmark that a lot of other people look at. And I've told you, I've told you that there are networks that are looking at me for something besides YouTube and Facebook. Just saying. We need to get those cookbook reviews up, and they need to be positive. Yeah. And you need to talk about how awesome I am, right? Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, it's all about engagement, and it's all about, do the networks, and there are a lot of networks besides ABC, CBS, and NBC, and CNN. I mean, there's a lot of content out there, and so much so that, you know, it's hard to choose sometimes. But so what I want to be sure and ask you to do is engage. If you see a post of mine on Twitter, like it and retweet it. If you see something on Instagram, and I know I'm not the best on Instagram, I don't really understand it yet. Although what's interesting is the picture of me at the Grand Canyon got over 600, almost 700 likes, almost 700 hearts. Whoa, that's the first time that's happened for me. So I guess you want to see me more than you want to see pictures of things I think are pretty. I don't get that, but okay, if that's what you want, that's what you'll get, is more me. So there's Twitter and Instagram. And on Facebook, comment on the videos, comment on the posts, share them, like them. If you stay engaged, then that helps me prove to these other networks that I have an active fan base. And I know for you guys it's super hard because both Facebook and YouTube put the damper on my shit. They really do. I mean, just recently, last week's live stream got dinged by Facebook because there were too many fucks in it. Hello, have you been on a middle school playground lately and listened to the way those kids talk? It's not like it's going to corrupt America. Give me a fucking break. Wow. A show on BET? No. You didn't know Granny had a cookbook, Claritza? Oh, it's beautiful. Look at the pictures in this thing. It's so yummy. And all of these recipes are quick, and they're delicious, and they're budget friendly. And some of them I've made the recipes in my videos, and others of them are totally new. I know, Misty. How can there be too many fucks? Really? Seriously. Ha! Aaron, Granny is mild compared to the middle school kids. Oh, I know. Now, I know in England and countries like Ireland, England, Scotland, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, the C word for women is just, it's thrown out like it's nothing. It's like calling someone a shit. But I don't like that word. And now kids have picked up on it. And they call that everywhere. Yeah, I know. Grade school, too. Billy, I always need to show up on your Facebook feed. All right, so, hey, look, I've done my chat. I've done my blabbing, right? And how about I just engage with you guys now with your comments? Where do I start? Melissa Ann, fucking love you. I love you back. Mike, buy Granny's book, of course. Whoops, where did they all go? Claritza, I didn't. I'm going to buy it soon. There you go. Do I have pets? No, I don't. You saw how much I travel, right? I don't have time for pets. Billy, I always show up on your Facebook feed. That's cool. I visited the YouTube space in Playa Vista last year. Met your producer. You were not around, though. I know, James. I'm not always around. There's not a lot for me at the YouTube space. It's really geared towards much younger people than I am. They don't always have enough places to sit. And that's that. Katie, I know. Ireland, too. I hate the word. Oh, looks like we've got another Troll Patrol. Hang on a second. I got to go back on Troll Patrol here. Not that one. Must be this one. Oh, Chad says he made my pumpkin dip for work, and he's a hero. There you go. So, Fred Flintstone, bye. You know, I just hate rude manners. There's absolutely no need for it. You know, why would you tell the entire world that you're a prick? Why would you do that? It's like, hey, everybody, look at me. I'm an asshole. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Oh. Anyway, back to the stream. Here we go. So that was that. Oh, Mike says he loves my FASTasF fried rice. That shit is amazing. In fact, I think I'm going to make it this week. Oh, and Donna says, my cookbook is part of every cooking lesson she has with her grandkids. That's cool. Lisa, I'm hoping I don't have to get into a fisticuff to get a spot. I don't know what that means. Love from Perth, Western Australia. I've been there. Hello, Alice. Jaden, hello. Black sheep is triggered? Oh, dear. Poor baby. Cal, hi, how are you doing? And Michele is here. LCMC. Cullen, Gerard. Granny, bad the other guy? I'm not sure. Send him to the block party. That's what I did. Okay, Katie McNeil, good night. And you were up writing your novel again. Oh, we all want to know about your novel as soon as it's ready, okay? The entire world? Yes, the entire world. Because people watch this afterwards. So, you know what? I don't need your shit. I don't need yours either. Block game. I'm good with my block game. Oh, you know it. Let's see. Where was I? Over here. Oh, Billy says she does lives on Facebook too, and the trolls are just, they're just so annoying. Oh, Corey tried my gumbo and says it's delicious. I love that stuff. Hi, Tina in Tucson. Lisa, I missed your other comment. Well, I told you I can't get them all. I try my best. I really do. Let's see. Dorothy from Bison, South Dakota. Amber and Scarlett are here. Did I watch How to Basic? Is he a good cook? I don't know what that is. Hi, Gloria. You know what? Here, I need to go blocking again. Really, you guys, can you be grown-ups, please? This takes time away from the people who would really like to be talking in here, and it's just so unfair. Oh, Mike O'Brien, he's just typing in YouTube, and he's been like the OG poster on Instagram, on Twitter, of all the recipes he's made. He's really digging the cookbook, and he's doing a really good job of cooking stuff. So let's see. All right. Whoa. Somebody out playing with fireworks again. That's another stupid behavior, right? Chimney. There's no need for that. Let's see. Somebody wanted me to do a meet and greet. Hope you do a meet and greet in Tampa. Like, I'm really going to fly to Tampa from Los Angeles just to do a meet and greet for fans. I'm going to spend all that money that I don't really have to go to Tampa to meet people who just want to see me. That's why what I did was sign up for this app called Chatalyze, because I don't have the money or the time to travel all around the country. What's interesting to me is I've had a couple of times where I did a signing in Los Angeles, and people go, "Oh, I live on the west side. Can't you please come over there?" Well, if people... I was in Maui on vacation, and I did a signing in the Kahului bookstore, and the people who came were on vacation in Maui, not the people who live there. So, it's like when my book came out, I did a signing in Salem, not far from where the book was published. It was raining, I'll admit, and it was the second night of the World Series, and the Red Sox were in it. But I had 6 people there. I cannot make a trip for that. I just can't. So I would love to visit every one of you. That's why when I heard about this app called Chatalyze, I said, there you go. Brandon, I hope you're on your block game here for this Liam creep. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh, and let's talk about last week where we all stopped for a minute, or I think it was 30, I forget how long. We stopped and we all sent positive vibes to all the places in the world that were having difficulty with climate issues, with disasters, with shootings, with whatever was giving them grief. And I just got a note on here from Aaron in Arkansas that they're seeing the waters recede. The floodwaters are receding in Arkansas. Now, mind you, they have a hell of a job for cleanup. Oh, Katie, you're so much. You're just so awesome. Sleep can wait a small while. Watching a goddess live stream on Facebook at the moment. Jeanette, you do need this cookbook in your life. Looks like I need to go back in here. Oh, Chad sent another. Can we send you the books? Oh, Chad sends me a super chat and asks a question. Can you send your books to me for signing? Well, you could, but there's an easier way, and I don't have any. Oh, maybe I have one in my purse. So I'm in the kitchen right now, right where my purse is, and yeah, I have these cute little book plates. It says, "Woohoo! This is the tits." This copy of GrannyPottyMouth's FASTasF cookbook is signed by, and there's my signature, GrannyPottyMouth IRL Peggy Glenn. So if you send me a private message on Facebook, then I can mail you one of these. There you go. How's that? Yes, Honkler, my moderator is autistic, and he tells people that frequently. And Pickles! Oh my gosh, Pickles is here. Let me finish. Brandon is my moderator. He is autistic. He is incredibly brilliant. He's also very attentive, and he puts up the links whenever we need them to my cookbook, to Chatalyze, to Cameo, to all the kinds of fun stuff I can do for you. And Pickles is here. Yo, Pickles is Chelsea, and she lives in Australia, and she's someone I met on the Live Me app. We have never met in person, but just kind of like this, we've had the opportunity to chat with each other back on Live Me. And I quit doing Live Me because, in fact, I don't know, Pickles, if you're still on it or not. Oh my God, trolls. Hang on, guys. Troll Patrol again. Fire Goat, greatest of all time. I saw your super chat. I acknowledged that very early in the stream. We're good to go on that. Where can you get my cookbook? That is from Melissa in Utah. Oh yeah, Michael, don't forget your address. Exactly. You can get my cookbook half price at Amazon or any Barnes & Noble store. Casey Woods says to me, okay, youngster, have a kick in the ass weekend. Well, I'm going to have a kick-ass weekend, but I'm not going to have a kick in the ass weekend. We don't want that. Let's see, we're coming up on 53 minutes so far. So, do I live in Alabama? Fuck no. I live in a suburb of Los Angeles. Alabama's way too hot and sticky for me. See? See what I told you? There's Brandon with the links again. Brandon with the links. Let's hear it for Brandon. There you go. Brielle, you said, what does it matter if the moderator is autistic? Although you wrote artistic. He's quite proud of it, actually. And another person who chatted to me said that he is autistic, and he was proud that another autistic person was helping with the moderation. So that's why I shouted him out, because he's very proud of the fact, and I'm very proud that he's one of my really loyal super fans, and he does cool stuff for me when we have the chats. And he's on Facebook, moderating on Facebook, and he's just awesome. He's just a cool dude. Yeah, and like you, I take everybody, my initial impression of everybody is that they're a nice person until they prove otherwise. And when they prove otherwise, I have no use for them at all. If they're rude, if they're mean, if they're hateful, if they're disagreeable, I have no use for them. None at all. Oh, and Brandon, all the YouTube moderators are pleased with you too. They say yay, yay, yay. Oh, so we have, oh, you know what? Here's someone who's so desperate to be a troll that he has several accounts and is very upset that I keep hiding them all. Oh, poor baby. That's on YouTube. Poor baby. Poor baby. I feel so bad for you. Not. Oh, gosh. You know, I really didn't think I would be on Troll Patrol on YouTube. It just usually doesn't happen. And it takes away from the fun that we're having, you know? It really does. I don't like that. Let's just have fun. We got, let's see, 4 minutes left. How about another shout out for my Patreon grandkids? And a reminder that there's going to be a Chatalyze session tomorrow at noon Pacific. Noon Pacific, download the Chatalyze app. And it's $2 a minute. So they're going to be 5-minute chats. And you can sign up for a session. Let's see, in an hour, I think there will be, because I take a break in between each one. I don't let them roll one right to the next. So I think there's 6 sessions. I think that there are 6 sessions that you can sign up for. I'll get that organized in a little while, as soon as I get off of this and finish up all the administration stuff I have to do for this. So, how about we shout out my Patreon grandkids, all right? The ones who are co-producers of my stuff, the ones who provide me a small stipend, a small support stipend every month. They're paying a $20 membership every month. We have AJ Calabria and Cal Herrington, who has been in the chat. Chad Hornbuckle, who's been in the chat. Laurel Riley was here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. I didn't look. Mike O'Brien, Mike was in the chat. Rich Macy, Darline Aubrey, who goes by the name Spray Paint. Tara Parsons, I'm pretty sure she was here earlier, but I don't remember 100%. And Vanessa and Sandy Val's, a mother and daughter team. So let's just start saying goodbye, and let's see how many shout outs I can get through, okay? Please do not engage the trolls. So when we're all done with this, I get to nuke the users for good, the trolls for good. So let's have some goodbyes, okay? And some shout outs. Where are we here? Let's see. Lisa Smith, Aaron Musgrove, Hunt, Donna Etchison, and I got your direct message. Corey Bowen, Mr. Gumbo, Velvy the Cheese, Amber and Scarlet, Jerry Scalera, and you're very welcome for my sharing my vacation with you. I'd love to know about your vacations too. Timmy, Katie, someone from Japan, and I can't read Japanese, so hello and thank you. Arigato. Vincent, Claritza, Alicia, Cal Herrington, good night. Patty Hickman, Brandon, thank you so much. You are a real trooper. Cesar, the JM in Cincinnati. How the fuck does someone have the name GrannyPottyMouth? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Where was I? I'm over an hour, but I'm going to finish with these goodbyes. Let's see. Fire Goat, I will look for your second super chat. I promise you. I know you said you gave it to me, so I'm going to say big thank you right now, and I will find it. I missed Teresa, and then we got Thomas and Nicole, and oh, really? No. Dorothy Deadman, Kellyanne, Brandon. You know, why are they attacking so much on YouTube? I don't know. It's like they got nothing better to do on a Friday night. It's pretty sad, right? Yeah, it's pretty sad. I don't need that shit. I really don't. Let's see. Got to finish up with my goodbyes. Vincent, bye-bye on Facebook. Thomas, I think I got you already. Billy, come on, we're at a minute 2, and I got to finish saying goodbye and good night. Cesar, that's it. Brian Wilson, I think you're awesome too. Thank you very much. That's cool. Nicole and Bernie, and Cal Herrington, and I think that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you very much for being here. We'll see you next week. Thanks to MobCam and MobCrush for the ability to stream simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook. And share this video with your friends. Good night. I love you. Mwah!